going with the flow and the art of non-resistance or a still mind. It is a concept from Taoism, even though it is not written in there specifically how to do it, but I want to talk about my experience. How you can actually really get to a state where you're so detached from your thoughts that they no longer bother you. Talking about meditation, talking about awareness, and also talking about what it actually means to detach from the story which you actually call you. And this process of detaching from one's personal story, some people also describe as difficult and painful, and it's called the dark night of the soul. When you go through the dark night of the soul, you realize that the story of being an individual human being actually has never been true. You have never been alive. And when you go through that process, you will cling to that idea still. You will have gotten a glimpse of the higher truth, that you are actually non-existent. But still, you are trying very hard to get that feeling back of being an individual human being within reality. But as it is an illusion, it cannot survive. And so this process always ends in the destruction of the ego. And when you go through that process, what also happens with your way of living is you enter that state of flow, of non-resistance, where you are calling your thoughts not so important anymore. You call them just another sensory experience. They become the play that has always been going on and that has formed the story of you. But you are not your thoughts anymore. What has happened to me is, in certain experiences and certain moments, the outside world and the inside world have totally collapsed. The distance actually was never there. The separation was never there. But when we were growing up, we have always trained ourselves to think that there is the separation. We have called it the outer world, the inner world, because there are distinct experiential differences that are distinguishing what happens in the outside world and what happens inside of your mind. And the most important one being that you are not able to share directly your inner world with anyone else, while you are assuming that you can share the outside world with everyone else. But there can be the experience of a total collapse of that distinction, that there really is no qualitative difference between the outside world and the inside world. And along with that experience goes the gradual decline of your identification with your human self, with your ego self, with your body, with your mind, and with your thoughts. And after many years of that process, you can detach completely from your thinking mind, and your thoughts may still arise, but they are no longer the driving force behind what you are doing and what you crave, what you strive for. Your mind becomes just another experience that you give no more weight to than anything else. You give it the appropriate weight. You use it as a tool, but you are no longer overly attached to your thoughts and to your own concepts. You don't hold them as absolute truth. You just see them as the experience and the perspective that they actually are. And you hold them as no more important than any of the other perspectives that are out there in the world. And this really makes you still inside. It makes you very peaceful. And when you get to that state, you will realize that it actually has always been this peaceful, and that you have just been chasing your thoughts while you were giving them too much importance. This is really one of the ways in which I've experienced this concept of going with the flow, of the contradictory statement of action, of no action, and the stillness of mind. You will still be able to use your thoughts constructively for many hours of the day while you're working, while you're interacting with other people. But you will always have that constructive distance to your own thoughts that will keep you very calm, very relaxed, and just very content with what you are doing and with what you are experiencing. That is just my experience, of course, and what I have read and heard from others. But really what it comes down to is, when you watch this video, is to go into your own life and make this a practice. And I've talked about how to do that in other videos. My favorite technique is all-day awareness, or meditating during daily activities, keeping always a slice of awareness in the present moment that detaches you from getting lost in stories of your mind. And over time it will make you more present and more in tune with what you are actually experiencing. And this is my idea and representation of the concept of flow. There are many others out there, I guess, but I hope this helps to give you a perspective of what the spiritual path and your spiritual practice may lead you to. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.